Namaste everybody, welcome back to Amogam channel, and today we are in my classroom. What are we going to learn today? So what are the properties or props used for you to attend an aerial yoga class? Starting with minimum 3 properties are needed. One is your daisy chain. So ಇದನ್ನೇ ನಾವು ಮೇಲೆ ಹ್ಯಾಮಕ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಹಾಕೋಕ್ಕೆ ಅಥವಾ ರಾಡ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಹಾಕೋಕ್ಕೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. These are called daisy chain. ಇದು ನಿಮಗೆ ಬಂದು ತುಂಬ ಗಟ್ಟಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. Each daisy chain can hold minimum 60 kgs. Next ನಿಮಗೆ ಬರೋದು carabiner. So these are the locks for safety and ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಟೈ ಮಾಡೋದು hammockನ. So all these 3 things make one hammock. If you can see the setup here, this is how it is done from top till low. And one thing about aerial yoga is you don't have to worry about falling down. You don't have to be scared that what if will it be able to take my weight? No, you don't have to worry about anything. First thing, starting from A, it can hold up to 300 kgs. So those who think that I am overweight or I cannot do, this is only for certain people with certain body category or with certain flexibility category. No, that's not how it works. It is open for all types of body. As you can see, these hammock can hold up to 300 kgs. The fabric is strong enough. The fabric used here is silk satin, which is again 101% bearable of any sort of weight up to 300 kgs. And now we are going to learn how this one apparatus changed my life and how it can benefit you as well. Speaking of one of the benefit where I have mentioned before that aerial yoga is very good for somebody who wants to increase flexibility, who wants to work on their mobility, who wants to come out of the stiffness and be more flexible. This is one of the best yoga form to apply with. Starting with, let's learn how you can do it on your own or how you can follow the method safely and without getting injured. So you stand exactly 1 palm distance away from the fabric or hammock. You take your right leg and place your right ankle on the fabric like this. Make sure your feet is relaxed, neither flexed or pointed. First, just for the warm up, to warm your hamstrings and your quads, point and flex, point and flex. A very simple method for you to work on your flexibility. First we go for dynamic, where we are going for loosening exercises which can help you better to go more deeper into the pose. Second, grab the hammock exactly at your shoulder width. Not even down, not even up. ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಮು, ಮೇಲೆ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಮು. Exactly at your shoulder width. And make sure the leg which is on the floor, toes pointing forward. Now from here, holding your breath. So first you inhale, slowly lift your grounded leg heel off the mat. Exhaling, slowly try to stretch forward as much as you can. ಎಷ್ಟಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಷ್ಟು. Make sure you're not bending your back leg. Try to stretch as much as you can. So now here, the level of the flexibility depends how deeper can you go. Ideally, the best stretch here is you're somewhere in the midway for a beginner. And if you're somebody who is advanced and you want to go a little bit more deeper, then you can actually go a little bit more deeper into the stretch and chin to shin. So these are the methods you can do on your right and on your left. One of the easiest way to work on your flexibility. This is also good for somebody, even if somebody who is 50 plus, knee pain is there or they cannot sit on the floor but their doctor has them to stretch more. This is something friendly, or you can say more beginner friendly for senior citizens in order to stretch their quads. You can also take, if the height is high, you can also take the lower one as well for senior citizens. So the next pose here is one of the famous aerial yoga pose, which is again suitable for all body types, all age groups, because this is one pose where everybody enjoys it. Yes, it might feel a little difficult or it might feel scary while you're watching, but trust me, while you try this, it's one of the great pose, has a lot of benefits and also end of the day you will enjoy doing the pose. The name of the pose is Shirsasana, or it can also be called as inversion on the hammock. Let's see how you can get into it to feel the benefit of it. You stand exactly in front of the hammock, sticking your hands apart, your thumb inside and all the four fingers outside. Make sure your hands are exactly besides your hip. You have to keep your hammock on the sacrum. If it is on the lower back or on your upper back, you will end up having lower back pain, or if you're somebody who's doing this in order to get rid of your back pain, no, it is not going to work if you keep the hammock on your middle back or on your lower back. Make sure it is exactly at the sacrum and you can lift your heels up. Now from here, inhale and very slowly bending your knees, go down, straddle slowly and bring both the feet together like how we do in Baddha Konasana. Slowly push your knee out and namaste. So what are the benefits of this one particular pose? We all know inversion has a lot of health benefits when it comes to skin, when it comes to blood circulation, when it comes to improving your back pain. How aerial inversion is different from yoga. So in here, somebody who is 80 kgs and 90 kgs, they might struggle to get into headstand on the mat because definitely they would need a little bit more practice to get there. But with this simple prop or simple apparatus, it's easier for them to get into the inversion and also get the benefit of inversion. Always remember, practicing with somebody who is professional and with right technique will make all the difference for you to get the benefit out of the pose. So when you get into the pose, what happens? Your spine is completely straight. Anything where you have blockages or where you have back pain or you're stiff, where you cannot even move your hip from right to left. There are days where when you wake up and then you're suddenly stiff, you cannot even move from right to left. So for them, it is wonderful. Regular practice of this will definitely help you to deal with your stress, anxiety, sleepless nights, and all the other benefits you get with inversion. So you keep the hammock under your sacrum or on your sacrum, thumb inside and all the four fingers outside. Knees bend, slowly inhale and exhale, slowly go down and lift your legs up. Slowly slide completely down, sole of the feet together, knee pushing completely out and keeping your back straight. Now here if you can see, my spine is completely straight, which allows me to feel the benefit of the inversion and stretch my spine completely to get into a decompression of my spine. You stay there here for at least 4 to 5 breaths for you to get the benefit and slowly come out. Now from here, how do you come up safely and without getting injured? So if you can see, there is a gap in between my calf and my thigh here. So you grab here, inhale, straddle or open your feet. From here, exhaling very slowly, come down. Breath is very important. What can go wrong? If you're not breathing properly, definitely you will have issues here. If you're not hydrated enough, definitely this pose might be difficult. Whenever you're trying, just make sure, a tip to remember, drink enough water, hydrate yourself and good sleep. Eventually it will give you more benefits of aerial yoga. So this is one of the second beginner friendly and everybody loves this poses is Dandasana, or you can also call it bird pose. So you just sit like this with straight legs and then imagine you're a bird flying in the air with all your wings open. Eventually it takes a little time for you to balance, but once you do, you're going to enjoy loving it. This is a little advanced, but it looks good, picture friendly. So this is again one of the one of the pose which is more intermediate level, where you do middle splits with butterfly. So this is again another beginner friendly pose, Padhakonasana on the aerial. It gives you the same benefit and in fact a little bit more deeper stretch than what you do on the floor. Yeah. Last but not the least, one of the again loved and most relaxing pose is Shavasana, and how it is different from yoga. When we are doing yoga, we are sleeping on the mat. Yes, definitely that is more relaxing, but you've got something even more relaxing and going back to your childhood days, or you're going back to your inner child, which is Shavasana in the aerial, where you just sleep like a baby, like how you used to do when you were young or when you were like a baby sleeping in the cradle or a crib. You just relax each part of your body, making it more relaxing and calmer for you. Again, one of the most loved poses in aerial is Shavasana. And everybody, we all know how much we love Shavasana. Just simply lying down on the mat is something all of us love it. Now, what is the difference in yoga Shavasana and doing Shavasana on the aerial? When you're doing yoga practice, you sleep on the mat, and when you're doing aerial, you sleep inside the hammock. How does it feel for you to be inside the hammock? So let me tell you, it's a wonderful feeling because you feel like a baby. It gives you more pampering feeling. It gives you more lively getting back to your old days or getting back to your childhood days where you were pampered. It's just a simple technique where you sleep inside the hammock like a baby, or making you feel like a cradle. One of the most famous yoga poses is Shavasana, and everybody loves it. Same way, we also have Shavasana when we are doing aerial, which is called aerial Shavasana. It is 100 times better than Shavasana on the mat because it gives you more relaxed feeling. You sleep inside the hammock like a baby. It relaxes each and every part of your body. You are just going back to your childhood days or your days where you were a baby and being pampered. So try doing this. It is definitely helpful for an instant and deep relaxation, and with a lot of health benefits. Thank you.